Am I audible? Hello. I'm audible.
Sir, it's audible, sir. Hello.
Okay.
Sir, it's audible, sir. I think there were some technical issues.
Okay.
So, sir, you can continue, sir.
Okay.
I apologize for this technical issue, sir.
No, it's okay. The slide is visible now. Hello.
It's visible, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay. Okay, then I'll start.
Okay, sir.
Now we are in the 355 kalpanas of the Vanaka Kalpa. As I had explained earlier, means it is displayed in the chart. So let's not take more time for this. And lastly, there are this total 355 kalpanas altogether of the 6 Vanaka Kalpas. And among them, for Madana Kala, there are 133 total kalpanas. For Vinitaka, 39, Ichwaku 45, Ramarga was 60, Utas 18, and Kritavedana 60. Now the important part is the reason for preparing this 355 kalpanas. As we seen in the chart, these are the all 355 kalpanas. But what is the actually the rationalization behind that technique of preparing this all 355 kalpana? That is important in our Panchakarma practice. And the reason is like some of the kalpanas are effective against certain diseases which can be used or on dual basis simultaneously for elimination of those as well as treating the disease. Like in our Chikitsa, in our Panchakarma, that is Udana Chikitsa, and in Kaya Chikitsa, that is the Samana Chikitsa. But out of these 355 kalpanas, some kalpanas are like that can act as both Sodhana and Samana purpose. That's why there are so many various kalpanas Acharyas have made. Then nextly, about the palatability. About the palatability of the kalpana, it varies from person to person. Like some person like the taste of madan phala, some person doesn't like, or some person can drink the kwas of madan phala, but some cannot. Then we have to add some jaggery or honey as per the taste of the person. So according to the palatability of the various kalpanas, different types of kalpanas are planned in order to make them suitable according to every patient's taste. Starting from the children to oldest person, the palatability differs. That's why on that basis, these kalpanas are made with different tastes. Then thirdly, certain kalpanas acts as a tonic or nourishing agent along with the quality of eliminating vitiated doses. Like this kalpana, this 355 kalpanas, we practice it as a vamaka kalpana, but not more vamaka. It also acts as sometimes tonic or nourishing agent to the patient or person who are taking the hormone. Then fourthly, several kalpanas are there like Grita Kalpana, Taila Kalpana, Deha Kalpana. They can be preserved for longer time. Once we prepare this Grita Kalpana, Taila Kalpana or Leha Kalpana, that Kalpana can be preserved for longer time. Sometimes due to the season, the drug may not be available because the uh, maturing of that drug and harvesting time of that drug differs from the place to place and the season. Sometimes when we have to conduct some governor, but at that time that drug may not be available. That's why if we prepare the kalpanas like Grita Kalpana, Tela Kalpana or Leh Kalpana of that particular drug, which can be preserved for longer time, then whenever we need such kalpana, we can take out from our store and we can use as a images. That's why time and season it is very much means mark of the point for this kalpana. And that looking to that time and season and availability of the drug, Acharyas has designed this Grita Kalpana, Tela Kalpana and Leh Kalpana. These are the reasons for preparing different 355 kalpanas, which is very much important in our clinical practice in hospital. Let's proceed. Now we will talk about the different kalpanas of these various six drugs. Starting from the Madan Phala. Now we start the Madan Phala Kalpa. Acharya Charak has described total 133 Madan Phala Kalpanas, and among them 133 Madan Phala Kalpanas. Some we can practice as per their clinical approaches, which are described as follows. Then first we go to the Kasaya Yoga. The Kasaya Yoga of Madan Phala Kalpa. There are 9 types of Kasaya Phala Yoga. Like Kasaya, we know that is a decoction. Then there are some recipes by which this Kasaya is prepared. Like in this Kasaya Yoga, Antarmusti Pramana of Madan Phala Pitpali Churna is to be taken. We all know Antarmusti Pramana means when we close the fist with our nails inside. When we close the fist, our nails cannot be seen. In that manner, if we close the fist, that is called the Antarmusti Pramana. And inside that musti, how much blood will be get? That is the Pramana of Antarmusti Pramana. And practically, if we close the fist simply, we have around 4 tola of the Madan Phala. But actually, in the Antarmusti Pramana means once we close the fist very tightly with our nails inside, it can weigh about around 2 tola of the Madan Phala. Then let's take Mutha Musti Prama, Antara Natha Musti Pramana of Madan Phala Pitpali. The Madan Phala Pitpali means the arrangement of the seed inside the Madan Phala. Then that Madan Phala Pitpali churna is made from that Madan Phala Pitpali. It is grinded and the churna is made. Then from that Madan Phala churna, Madan Phala Pitpali churna, we will take Antar Musti Pramana. Then that is to be steeped overnight. It is to be soaked overnight in the decoction of any of the following drugs. As we say, Kasaya Yoga is in 9 in number. Then separately we can soak this Madan Pal Pippali Churna in 9 different drugs like first is Yestimadu, next Kovidara, Karvudara, Nipa, Vidula, Bimbi, Sarapuspi, Sadapuspi, Pratyakpuspi. These 9 drugs are taken to prepare the decoction kasaya, and in that kasaya of each drug means like if we take Istimadu, then we will prepare the kasaya of Istimadu. Then in that kasaya we will soak the Madanphal Pippali. Likewise, with the 9 drugs, we can prepare 9 different decoctions respectively, and with that decoction we can prepare the 9 different recipes. Then after soaking that Madanphal Pippali Churna in any one of that 9 kasaya, then next morning this decoction mixer means this decoction and the Madanphal Pippali Churna, that mixture is to be mashed well and stirred well. Then it is to be filtered out through white cotton cloth. Then the filter is to be made slightly lukewarm, and it is to be added with honey and chandavalani. Then it is to be given to the patient to drink for the purpose of Brahman. Then the clinical significance of these 9 types of kasaya kalpana is such that this kasaya yoga of Madanpal are specially indicated in case of Kapha Gulma, and Pinas. Let's proceed. Then the next yoga is Matra Yoga. There are 8 Matra Yoga described under the modern Kalpa. And in this Matra Yoga, what we'll do is we will get ripened and processed or preserved Madana Phala. Then Madana Phala Pippali is to be extracted. Then that Madanphal Pippali is divided into 3 equal parts. Then out of these 3 equal parts, firstly we'll take 2 parts of that Madanphal Pippali, and that is pounded and grinded into powder. Then that powder is mixed with 6 type of decoction of the 6 times oil. That powder is mixed with 6 times decoction means one part of that powder. Then to that one part of that powder, we will add the decoction as of its 6 part. Then 6 times of that Brahman of this 2 part of Madanphal Pippali Churna, we will add the decoction of 8 different drugs like following, except the Yestimadu of that previously 9 drugs, we will take the decoction of remaining 8 drugs like Kovidar, Karvudar, Nipa, Vidula, Limbi, Sarapuspi, and Pratyakpuspi as displayed in the slide. Then the mixture of powder and decoction should be strained out through white cotton for 21 times by means of Char Parisravana Vidhi. Char Parisravana Vidhi means it is the method of preparation of chara. Likewise, we do the chara parisravana vidhi in the preparation of chara. The same method will apply here to strain uh, out the decoction mixture. Then this Char Parisavan Vidi, it is done by again adding the each 8 types of decoction as mentioned previously and respectively. Then the final filtrate will be taken, and then with that final filtrate, the remaining third part of Madan Phal Pippili, as we have separated previously, that remaining third part of the Madan Phal Pippili should be triturated with this final filtrate and to obtain the paste. And from this paste, finally, we'll make the peels as the side of Haritaki, Viditaki or Amlaki. Then by this peels, one or two peels of these prepared in the size of either Haritaki or Viditaki or Amlaki, we'll take one or two as per the Yuki Pramana of the patient. Then to that one or two peels, we will triturate that peels with 1 Anjali, that is approximately 16 tolas or approximately 192 ml of any of the decoction of those 8 drugs. And then that solution is to be added with the similarly honey and the saindava. Then that should be given to the patient to drink for the purpose of Bhavana Karma. Now this Matra Yoga of Madan Phala is clinically indicated in Kapha Praseka, Granthi Jara, Udara Roga, and Parutsi. Next question. Then third yoga is Chira Yoga, that is made from the milk. Different recipes are there, and as per Madan Phala, it is described 4 recipes of Chira. The first one is Phalapipali Chira. Phalapipali Chira means milk prepared by Chira Pak method with the Madan Phal Pippali Churna. We'll take Madan Phal Pippali Churna and then we'll prepare the Chira Pak method with that Madan Phal Pippali Churna. As we know about the Pak Didi, like one part medicine, then 4 part milk, and then 16 part water. And by that, we prepare the Chira Pak. Then the next is second Chira Yoga is Chira Yavagu. Chira Yavagu prepared from Phalapipali Chira, like the first recipe we have prepared is Phalapipali Chira, that is by the Chira Paka Didi, and by the same prepared Phalapipali Chira, again we will prepare the next recipe, that is Chira Yavagu. Chira Yavagu, that means the rice gruel prepared with that Phalapipali Chira. Then these two recipes, Phalapipali Chira and then Chira Yabagu prepared from that Phalapipali Chira. These two are clinically indicated in Adhoga Rakta Pitta and Hridaya Janita Daha. Like in Adhoga Rakta Pitta, the Chikiৎসা is described that Adhoga Rakta Pitta means the Rakta Pitta in which the Raktasrava will be in the lower direction, means from the lower part of the body, means from Buddha, there will be the Raktasrava, and the Chikitsa described for Dr. Pitta is like reparative Chikitsa, means if there is a Adhoga Rakta Pitta, we proceed the Vamana. That's why in the Adhoga Rakta Pitta, this Phalapipali Sira and Siraya Vagu prepared from the Phalapipali Sira is indicated. Let's proceed. Then after thought preparation of the Sira Yoga is cream of Phalapipali Sira. Like the Phalapipali Sira once we prepared as mentioned in the first recipe by Sira Pak method. From that Phalapipali Sira, we will extract out the cream of that milk. Then one anjali of that Phalapipali Sira cream that is indicated in heart, chest, and throat are coated with thin layer of copper. When the person is feeling that his heart, chest, or throat regions are covered with thin layer of copper, this cream of Phalapipali Sira is to be administered for the process of Vaman. Then another case is when Pitta is vitiated. Again, this cream is used. Then the fourth recipe of Sira Yoga is cream of curd of Phalapipali Sira. That means first we will prepare the Phalapipali Sira and that Phalapipali Sira is fermented to form curd, and out of that curd we will extract the cream of that curd, and that is given to the patient, which is indicated in the clinical use for the Kapha Sardi, Pramata Swasa, and Lala Pase. Then the fourth yoga is a Grita Yoga. There is one Grita Yoga described under the Madan Kalpana.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Dr. Yogesh, sir.
Slide is visible.
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Then if we take the four part of that butter, then that four part of butter is to be cooked by means of Grita Yoga.
Hello, sir. Delegates, please bear with us because there is a connect. It's from Nepal. It's streaming from Nepal, so there might be some issues with network every time. So please bear with us, speakers, delegates, please. Visible, sir.
Okay, then four part of butter is taken, and with the one part of Phala Jimutapravi Kalka means starting from the Phala, that is Madan Phala, and Jimutaka Adi means all the six Vamaka Dravya. namely Madanpala, Dimutaka, Ikshvaku, Dhamargava, Kutaja, and Kritavedana. Bulk of these six drabdes are taken in one part, and then in the greater part method, we will take the 16th part of Phala Jimutakadi Vata. Like in the same manner, Phala Jimutakadi, starting from the Madanpal, these six drugs we take to prepare the Vata, and from that sixth Vata, we will take the 16th part of Vata, and then we will proceed for the Grita Pata method. Then after the formation of this Grita Pata method means the medicated ghee which will be obtained finally, that is given to the patient, and it is indicated in the case of Agni Mande, and especially Agni Mande which is due to the suppression of Agni by Kapha Ulvana. And the next case we can use this Kripa Yoga in the source. Proceed. Then fifth yoga of Madan Palakalpa is the Dhrana Yoga. There is one Dhrana Yoga described under the Madan Palakalpa. And for this Dhrana Phala, there is very scientific technique described in the Charak Samhita. Madan Phal typically is taken and grinded into the powder, and again that is triturated with Phala Dadi Phaladi Kasayam, that is Phala and starting all means decoction of the six Dhamaka Dravyas, Madan Phala, Dimutaka, Ikshvaku, Dhamargava, Uttaja and Chittavedana, and that is triturated for 21 times. And, and then after it should be made fine dry powder as if it is like of the pollen grains of flowers. Then after at the evening time in a big lotus flower growing in a pond, this powder should be sprinkled and kept there overnight. And in the next morning, the lotus should be plucked out and given to the patient to smell in order to inhale the powder by which Brahman occurs, which is termed as Greba. As I already told, there is a very scientific method described about this Greya Yoga. Why Acharyas has means selected the lotus or the Kamala for this Greya Yoga? There is a very nice science behind it. Since lotus is a such natural flower which will grow in the pond, and the lotus is such flower which is having the peculiar characteristics that during the daytime when the sun rises, it will blooms out, and after the evening when the sun sets, that lotus flower it will be closed. The petals of the lotus flower it will be closed, and again in the next morning when there will be sunrise, slowly this lotus will be opened. That's why Acharya Charak has selected this lotus because we have to keep we have to keep that powder in that lotus overnight, and if it is closed, then that powder is safe and the efficacy of the powder will be enhanced. Like as in other flower, there is no such peculiar characteristics that they will close during the night time. That's why for the protection and again to enhancing the beauty of that powder, Acharya has selected this lotus flower, and on the next day this flower will be plucked and this flower will be given to the patient to smell, and by means of that effect of that smelled medicine there will occur the vamana, and especially that vamana is known as Greya Vamana. Vamana by smelling the some Greya Vamana. And about this Greya Vamana, as per the Ayurvedic historical reference, it is told that one Acharya Jivaka has had treated Lord Buddha, who was suffering from Garavis by means of this Greya Vamana technique. Acharya Charak has Lord Buddha from the Garavis. Then this Dhyana Yoga of Madanpala, it is specially indicated in Sukumara person, means very delicate person which cannot bear the Tikshna effect of the Madanpala. That's why this Greya Kalpana is indicated to the Sukumara person. Then another case is Pitta and Kapha vitiation. When there is Pitta and Kapha vitiation are there, it is also indicated. And it is also indicated one who has dislike to take the medicine orally. When we do the uh, Vamana karma, like while we are doing in the IPD, different people have their different opinion about the taste and the intake of medicine. That's why some like the Akantapan also milk, or some doesn't like milk as Akantapan. Similarly, in Madanpal also, some patients are not palatable to that medicine. Means once they take that medicine, quickly they will vomit it out. That's why such person who are dislike to gray is indicate. That is the very beautiful science behind this preparation of this gray yoga. Next we proceed. Then we'll go to the Phanita Yoga and Churna Yoga. There are described one Phanita Yoga and one Churna Yoga in Madanpal. And in this, what we'll do is suitable amount of Surya Tapi Madanpala Pippali Churna. That is the Madanpala Pippala Pippali, which is obtained by the sun-dried Madanpala. Then we'll take the Churna of that Madanpala Pippali. That is to be mixed with the decoction of 5 different drugs. Here the 5 drugs are except Madanphala, like Vinukata, Ikshvaku, Ramargava, Kutas and Pritavedana. And that solution is to be given to the patient who is suffering from illness due to migration of vitiated kapha, vitiated pitta to the habitat of kapha. Next we will proceed. Now we proceed to Jivakata. And in case of Jivakata, Acharya Charak has described total 39 kalpanas, and among them, some are having very good clinical approaches, which will discuss as following. Like one is Thira Yoga, and here in the Jivakata, for Thira Yoga, one sukti, that is around 2 karsa or around 24 grams approximately. That much amount of the matured and dried fruit of Jimutaka should be given along with the milk to the patient who is suffering from illness due to associated bile and the pit. Then the next yoga is Suramanda Yoga. Suramanda means the supernatant liquid of the Sura, that is alcohol. Here in the Suramanda Yoga, what we'll do is the fruit of Jimutaka is to be taken and that is to be broken. And that broken fruit is steeped into the Sura overnight. Then next morning that fruit is mashed and allowed to settle in. Then the supernatant liquid is filtered out, which is given to the patient suffering from the Kaphaja, Arochaka, Kasa, Pandu, Panduroga, and Rajakshan. Next we proceed. The third yoga is Swarasa Yoga. And Vimutaka Phalachurna should be mixed with the Swarasa of any one of the four drugs like Jivaka, Risvaka, Iksu, or Satavar. Any of these four drugs will take Swarasa, and in that Swarasa, Vimutaka Phalachurna is mixed and that is given to the patient. That is for the treatment of Pitta Kapha and Vata Pitta Jwara. The third kalpana is of the Ichwaku. Ichwaku is also another drug for the Raman. And in case of Ichwaku, Acharya Charan has described 45 kalpanas, and among them, some are good in clinical approaches, like first is Chira Yoga, and in case of Ichwaku, Acharya Charan has described 8 different types of Chira Yoga. Among them, the first recipe is Ichwaku Siddha Chira, means the chira prepared from the or processed with the Ichwaku. In this is Ichwaku Siddha Chira, Antaranakamusti Pramana of budding leaf of the Ichwaku, means the very tender budding leaves of Ichwaku are taken, and those budding budding leaves of Ichwaku is mixed with 1 prasta of milk and 4 prasta of water, and these three should be boiled by means of Chirapaka method as previously were described. Then the final filtrate is to be given to the patient suffering from the Pitta predominant cough. The next specialty of Ichwaku Chira yoga is Kafagna Chira. For this, we will take 1 part of Ichwaku Phalaswarasa, then 3 parts of Chira and 12 parts of means of Chira Pasta method, and finally the filtrate is to be given to the patient suffering from Kapha Prakopa at chest region, next Swaraveda and Venus. Then the third recipe of the Hira Yoga, which is having the clinical importance, that is Dadi Prayoga. Dadi here is the curd, and we prepare that curd from the Ichwaku Siddha Chira. Then here in the Dadi Prayoga, what we'll do is the pulp of ripened Ikshvaku fruit will be removed and the warm milk is filled into it. We'll take one Ikshvaku pulp, then the pulp inside that Ikshvaku pulp is removed out, and to that fruit we fill with warm milk, and that milk is fermented inside that Ikshvaku fruit. Then the next day, the curd formed inside that Ikshvaku fruit is used as emetic in case of Swasaroga, which is associated with copper. Then the fourth recipe is the Ichwaku Bija Prayoga. Here we will take the Ichwaku Bija, which is to be grinded into powder and should be triturated, that is Bhavana, that Churna, Ichwaku Bija Churna should be given Bhavana with Azadudda, that is goat's milk, and that Bhavana is given for 7 times, and then that powder is dried, and from that powder again we'll mix that powder to the goat's milk and given to the patient to drink for the Bamana purpose who are suffering from Gulma, Visavikara, Udara Roga, Granthi Roga, Gandamala, and sleeper. Now the next yoga of Ikshvaku is Mastu Yoga, and Mastu here means that is the water of curd, that is called Dadi Mastu. Pulp of a ripened Ikshvaku fruit is taken, and that pulp is mixed with Dadi Mastu, that is called hay in English, that is water came out from the curd, and that solution is given to the patient for the common purpose who are suffering from diseases like Pandu, Kushta, and Kristavikar. The third yoga of Ichwaku will take Gray Yoga, and here also the Gray Yoga it is of the good science, but it is somehow a little bit different than that of the Madan Kala Gray Yoga. Here in Ichwaku Kalpana, the Gray Yoga is prepared like the powder of dried flowers. The dried flowers of the Ichwaku is taken and that is grinded into the powder, fine powder. Then again, the soros of ripened Ichwaku fruit is taken out, and this powder and soros are sprinkled over a garland, and that garland is given to the patient who is habituated to pleasant smell to wear, and after wearing that sprinkled garland during his inspiration, the smell of this Ichwaku will be inhaled by that patient and it will result to the vomit. In this way, this gray yoga of Ichwaku is also designed. Then another is Mantha Yoga, and in case of Mantha Yoga, Ichwaku is bearing one Mantha Yoga. Then here we'll take the Saktu. Saktu that means the roasted barley flour, and to that Saktu we'll first triturate it with the Iksu Chorasa, that is juice of Iksu fruit. Then after the Bhavana, again Mantha will be prepared with that Saktu and the juice of Ichwaku. Then that mantra is to be given to the patient for Brahmana purposes for curing the diseases like Kapha Kasa, Kantha Roga, and Aruchi. Next is Mamsarasa Prayoga, Mamsarasa Yoga. In Ichwaku, Mamsarasa Yoga is also described by Acharya Charak. Here we will take the Ichwaku Vijaysurna, which is to be mixed with meat soup, Mamsarasa, and given to patients for the Ramana purpose who are suffering from different diseases like Gulma, Prameha, and Lala Tasya. Now we will move on to the Dhamargava Kalpa. In case of Dhamargava Kalpa, Acharya Tarak has described 60 Kalpanas. Among them, we practice some of them as a clinical use for illnesses, like the first is Kala Yoga. And in case of Dhamargava Kalpana, Acharya Tarak has described 9 different types of Kala Yoga. Here we will take a ripened and dried fruit of Dhamargava. Then the Bijakanda of that Dhamargava is to be removed out. Bijakanda here means inside the Dhamargava fruit. After that fruit is dried, there will be formation of a net type mesh which is holding a net which is holding the seed. And after drying of that Dhamargava fruit, the net inside that fruit which is holding the seed in between, that is called Bijakanda. So from the ripened fruit of Dhamargava, we will take out the Bijakanda. Then that fruit cover is to be filled with jaggery, which is to be kept overnight. Then that jaggery should be taken out in the next day, and it used to be mixed with any one of the decoction of 9 drugs, like as we know previously Esnadu, Kovidara, Karbudara, Nipa, Vidula, Bindi, Sanapusti, and Satya. Its synonym and the scientific names are given here in the slide, so not taking much more time for that. These separate decoction mixtures can be prepared separately. So there will be 9 formulations, and those formulations, any one of that 9 formulations, we can give to the patient for emesis who are suffering from gulma, udara roga, and the kapha. Then another yoga of Dhamargava is Anna Yoga. Here Dhamargava Bijachurna is taken and that is mixed with the food and it is given to the patient. And this yoga is specially indicated in case of Hardi and Hrida Roga. Now we move on to the Uttaja Kalpa. And in Uttaja Kalpa, there are some less few Kalpanas which we can consider that in the clinical approaches. And in Kutas Kalpana, there are totally 18 types of Kutas Kalpana described by Acharya Charak. Among them, Some selected recipes you can practice in your interview, like Vata Yoga, that is again that is the decoction method. And under the Buddha's Kalpana, there are 9 types of Vata Yoga mentioned by Acharya Chanak. Here, the Antarmusti Pramana of Buddha's ghee is to be grinded into powder and mixed with the decoction of the 9 drugs. Those are the same like previous Estimadu Kodidara, Padidara, Vidula, Bindi, Chanapusti, Sanapusti, and Satyakti. Then that which is mixed with the kind of decoction and soaked overnight. Then in the next morning, the filtrate is to be obtained out, and that filtrate is used as elimination of vitiated pitta and cough. Then we'll move on to the Kritavedana. And here in the Kritavedana, Acharya Charak has described 60 different kalpanas. Okay, in that slide it is missing 60 different kalpanas. Among that 60 different kalpanas, means for the 3 kalpanas, we can take as a clinical approach, but in case of Kritavedana, there is not more specific way described as like in the previously follow like right? And it is only told that the Kritavedana pulses that are used for the emetics, clinical, clinically used for emetics, creating vamana. In case of the different diseases like Kushta, Andu, Pleha Briddhi, Totha, Gulma, Krimibisa, etc. And thus we completed all the clinical aspects of the 6th Vama Pradesh. Now, I would like to say thank you to all who listen to my presentation. And lastly, again, I will thank all the managing committee of the college to invite me as guest lecturer. Okay, thank you one and all. Namaste.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful and unique presentation. And it was indeed a very detailed clinical as well as a conceptual approach on various Vamokakalpa. We are delighted by your presentation, sir. So, so shall we take few questions, sir?
Okay,
Uh, any delegates like to ask any questions? I request any delegates if they have any queries, they can ask directly or else they can put it in chat box. If there is no queries, we will go ahead with vote of thanks. Fine, I hope there is no queries. So moving ahead with vote of thanks. So we have with us our co-organizer, Dr. Supriya Bhosle Madam, Assistant Professor, Department of PG Studies in Panchakarma, Sri Vijay Mohandas Ayurveda Medical College, ILKAL, of our own institute. I request Madam for vote of thanks to this session. Over to you, Dr. Supriya Bhosle Madam.
Good afternoon, one and all. Namaste, Dr. Yogesh ji.
Namaste.
It's my pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for today's our series on Karma Smriti 2021, the international webinar on Panchakarma. We find various explanations of concepts in our samhitas based on the basic principles, whether in regard to Nidana Panchakas or disease as such, Chikitsas, uh, very rarely scattered in various thanas. But when it comes to the kalpas, even the acharyas have specifically mentioned them under a specific or a special sthana has been given for it, that is kalpasthana, which itself explains its importance. And we have with us Dr. Yogesh Prasad ji. So we are very delighted with your speak. You have enlightened us about these concepts and the clinical approach of these various Vamaka Kalpas. Sir has included a beautiful tabular presentation on these Kalpas, making it very easy for our UG students, sir. And he included also various preparations mentioning the reasons, specific reasons why our acharyas have explained so many kalpas for Vamana itself, of course. And although there were some technical errors due to the network, and we do apologize for that, sir. We are very sorry for that. And we are very thankful for your today's guest speak. Thank you, sir. Moving to, I would like to extend my gratitude towards our principal and event president, Dr. K.C. Das, sir, and our management committee of our institute for inspiring us to arrange this webinar. Nextly, I would like to thank the staff members and PG scholars of our department and other colleagues of our college for their valuable support. Lastly, I would like to thank all the delegates, participants, students, UG students, PG scholars for being with us patiently throughout the sessions. Thank you one and all. We'll end the session, sir.
No.